Did you just fart?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, why are you looking at me like that then?
I'm keeping that in the episode too.
I was like, I just farted. Did you catch it?
No, I didn't fart. No, not this time, at least.
Ew.
Thanks for doing this, baby. I just want to teach our young people, like the next generation.
I'm just such a giver.
You are. Let me fix my
left
mic.
Work. Came right here. He said, oh, you want to film a podcast? I said, okay, honey.
That's true.
I'll sacrifice more.
You gotta speak a little, not like you don't have to yell, but you gotta project your voice a little bit.
Oh my gosh, we used to have a teacher. She left.
Is this recording?
But I don't know. But she would say, she had an accent. I can't do it. Project your voice.
Like a music teacher?
No, actually.
Art teacher. Just a regular teacher? Like English?
She was actually like a
drama.
I think she would teach students, like ESL students and stuff like that. She would work with small groups of kids all throughout the school.
Okay.
But
project your voice.
Project your voice.
Yeah, kind of speak like that. Don't be dramatic about it, but yeah.
Just like it's on my heart.
Oh, baby.
My heart. Anyway.
So, but anyways, I wanted to teach our young people some tips and some advice on dating. I mean, it could be pre-dating or in the middle of dating, and then eventually we'll do like a marriage. We're still babies.
We're babies.
We're babies.
We're babies.
But
not even a year.
Not even actually. By the time this episode releases, it'll be a year.
We've been only married for like a couple days.
360 something days. Ouch.
My knee just popped. Felt good.
But I want to teach these young people. I want to teach the young bucks like tips on dating and all that kind of stuff, because there's a lot that I didn't know. Right? There was a lot that we didn't know, and we had to learn the hard way. Were you an expert in dating? Viste. No one is. No one is, especially at our age.
No one is.
So it's nice. So we're gonna. I mean, it's gonna be a short episode, I think. But we'll see. I mean, the viewers already can see how long the episode is. I can't predict it as I'm here. But let's see. Okay.
No sabemos.
So, you want to give the first advice? So we're giving you 10 tips and advice or advice.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks.
Advices.
Advices? Really? That's not a word, is it?
Nope.
I'm sorry. English major here.
I'm not.
Anyways, 10 tips.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and trips and whatever that our young people can take with them. So okay, do you want to give the first one, or am I giving the first one? I give the first one. Okay, so the first one is set boundaries.
Ah, darn it.
You said you had that one? Womp womp. Oh,
yep. Talk about boundaries early.
It's extremely important because you want to make sure that the other person knows, hey, these are my do's and don'ts.
For sure.
And that's the first one. So hit me with the second. Oh, you got it.
Well, we were actually just talking about this in the women's group for young adults on Friday, and I don't remember exactly where that conversation started, but we ended up talking about dating and things like that, and I think it was how to deal with anger. And so one of my girls, she had asked, well, how do you tell them that? And I was like, girl, just like that. It's a boundary, and that's okay. We don't need to ask about them. You don't need to tiptoe around them. A boundary is a boundary, period. Yeah. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yep. Hit me with number 2.
Número 2. Oh, I should have started because I like odd numbers. But that's all right. My favorite.
Your favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you are friends, don't act like you're dating. If you're dating, don't act like you're married. Because you're not.
That's good.
Yeah. That's like a pet peeve of mine. Yeah. Because you're just boosting, like you're bumping your levels that you're not there. Like you're not ready for that.
Yep, that's true.
Like, and then one day you're going to get to, well, look at where we are now. And then, and you're going to be like, wow, like, shoot, I wish, I don't know. There's just almost like nostalgia. It's like, wow, I wish we didn't push that so fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Because.
You want to take it, yeah. Go look and take it easy.
Go look and take it easy.
Go look and take it easy,
yeah. There's so much beauty in every level of relationship. There's no reason to talk about things that you're not supposed to be talking about, that you're not ready to talk about until you're there.
Yeah.
Enjoy where you are now.
And it ties into the first one, like, you know, set boundaries. Like, you're not gonna, if we're dating, I'm not gonna act like we're married because,
Nope.
you know, like when we were dating, you weren't coming over to my house to cook for me, you know, like
Nope.
you weren't folding my laundry. We weren't doing any.
Not my
married
job.
couple.
Not my job, darling.
And you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
If you're
And
just
it's not in
dating.
a negative way either.
Yeah.
It's not to be nasty. I'm not his mom. No.
No.
It's just there's a time and we're not there.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
Takes time.
all right.
All right. Number three. My number 3, which is technically number 2 on my notes, but number 3. I hope.
Semantics.
Yeah. Be very clear with your intentions. Very, very clear with your intentions. Before I dive deep into that, let me just make sure my camera's recording. Give me some jokes or something, some accent. Give me that British accent.
Oh. It actually only usually comes out when I'm nervous. So I've been told. Yeah.
Yeah, you're natural with it. Anyways, number 3, be very clear with your intentions. She hates me for this. But I was very clear when we first started dating.
Oh, gross. I think we touched on this
We
one
haven't-
time before.
We
I
have.
feel like.
No,
Yeah.
but that episode was never released.
Oh, shoot.
So this is
go
right here.
ahead and bring it on him.
So,
How crazy.
a few weeks into
Show him how
dating-
crazy you are.
I'm not
I
crazy.
feel a need to
Whatever. I'm not crazy. I just
tell us.
I made it very clear that at 6 to 8 months, I wanted to sit down and
He
have
requested a meeting.
I said I
Yeah.
want to meet with you.
Yeah,
I wanna
he
sit
actually
down.
sent me an email.
No, I didn't send her an email.
May as well have. That's how I remember it.
Yeah, I said I want to sit down at 6 to 8 months because I want to discuss our relationship. I want to make sure that we're both on the same page.
Heading
that-
in the right direction.
Heading
He
in-
actually said that usually at the 8-month mark,
Yeah.
you know whether you want to continue with that person and
Yeah.
you see a future or not. So book it in your calendar,
6
folks.
to 8 months. Yeah, you kind of just start to feel
At
like
that mark.
okay, that's the person for me versus.
Yeah.
This is why it's important not to act like you're married when you're dating because
Right.
if you're acting like you're married and it's like 8 months in and you realize, wow, this person's toxic, they're not for me.
Yeah.
Now you've trapped yourself in a relationship. You don't want to get out of it.
Correct.
So,
Don't get ahead of yourself.
you're such a bully, but whatever.
Am
I
I?
think it was healthy.
No,
I
I'm
think it was
just speaking
healthy.
my truth.
I think it's, and you know what? Our 1 year's coming up. But I mean, this episode's going to
Correct.
release by the time it's our year, but our year's coming up.
Yep.
We're going to have a meeting. We're going to evaluate our relationship. And
If
we're
I
gonna-
don't see it on my calendar, it's not
send you an email.
happening. I know you will.
All right, baby. What's
I know
number
you will.
4?
So you took that one.
Mm.
Oh, hang out with other
You took
people
mine.
together.
Whatever.
This is exciting. We didn't know what the other person
We didn't
was
know.
going to put down.
I said, baby, write some
Yeah.
tips down and then
We
we'll
did it
surprise
in the
each other.
car. Don't share. Anyway, hang out with other people together and limit that alone time. And this is, I feel like it's self-explanatory in a way. Yeah, so you don't get jiggy with it
Yep.
before you're meant to. That's how it is. Temptation is so real. Oh, I just hit the camera, sorry. Temptation is so real. It's not a myth. It's not a sin to feel it. I've had conversations with a couple young people, young girls, and I've told them it's not a sin
Yep.
to have temptation.
Yeah.
That's human. That is what it is to be human, to be man, to have flesh and blood running through your bones. Like, that is just being alive.
Yep.
It's what you do with it.
That's
and
true.
so we're taught, limit your time alone together. If you know that you're at a point which naturally I hope you're attracted to each other.
Yeah.
If not, you got something to talk about at that 8-month meeting. But you really want to limit that time so that you're not putting yourself in risky
Yeah.
situations. So hang out with other people.
Yep.
Hang out with other people. People who also know where you're at and who can help you, who can keep you accountable, who can make sure that you're in a safe space.
Yeah.
We're not going to leave you alone so that you don't fall into that temptation and get yourself into trouble.
That's true. All right, coming in at number 5,
Cinco.
I think. Find mentors. You want people around you that you can lean on
Yes.
for moments when you feel like you're gonna fall
Yep, yep,
and you're gonna fail. And I need to hit up my boy or my mentor or my leader or my pastor and say, hey, I've been going through this and I've been thinking about doing this. Help me out. Help a brother out. Please, you want to find mentors because relationships get rocky, right? I mean, we had our rocky moments and we still do. We're still babies, so we're going to have our rocky moments for the
And
rest
if you're
of our
not
lives.
fighting, another thing to talk
Another
about.
thing to talk about because that's concerning.
You should be fighting.
No such thing as a perfect sunshine
No.
relationship.
No.
But finding mentors is important because I want to
sure.
make sure that I'm hitting up my mentors and saying, hey, I think I messed up. I told her to calm down while we were arguing. I went
Or
like
did
this.
that? Oh,
She loves it.
that'll do
She
it.
hates it.
That'll do it.
Baby,
Stop.
she hates it.
Take a
So, I need to hit up my mentors and say, I messed up. What do I do and how do I get out of this?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't get out of it. You just have to wait till the storm settles.
And and seasoned couples too.
Yeah.
Seasoned couple. It doesn't even have to be it doesn't have to be someone who's been married for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like it could be you shouldn't be going to someone who also just got into a relationship because what are they going to teach you?
Yeah.
Like they don't know anything
But,
yet.
I mean,
they're figuring it
literally.
out with you,
Yeah.
you know? But go to people who are further into their relationship, who are recently married, who are whatever. Like they should always be a few years ahead of you.
Yep.
Because they can give you advice from like, well, hey, I went through that too.
That's true.
Like, I know what that's like.
That's true. All right, boo. What do you got? Number 6.
Número 6. Don't. So good. There is something they say in marriage, and it's to not say the D word. Divorce. Pretend I didn't say it. I know. Shh.
Say what?
Right. Don't threaten to break up all the time.
Oh my God.
That is
so toxic.
I'm sorry.
So unhealthy.
I just gagged. Imagine I threw up. That is one of the most unattractive traits ever.
Super.
Like I hear about it and I'm like,
Super.
what? Like even, let me reel it back.
Wait,
Imagine. I did that today with my kids. They thought it was funny anyway. Yeah, it's unattractive.
Super.
It's unattractive.
Yeah.
That's just yucky.
Yeah.
That's gross. It's like threatening a kid. I'm gonna put you in timeout. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Okay, do it. Just do it. You know. So it's yucky. Don't constantly threaten for the end. The end is near. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. Just go. It should not be a thing. If you guys are in an argument or in a yucky spot, you should be communicating through it.
Yeah.
Not threatening to leave the other.
Yep. Walk away. Take a break.
For real.
You know? But I'm breaking up with you if you keep doing this is not healthy at all.
Full.
You are setting yourself up for failure, and in 5 to 10 years when you're married, you're gonna feel so comfortable with that phrase that then the D word brought up and you're like,
and you don't play with that. That's nothing to play with. It's nothing to joke about.
Not at all. Not at all.
thanks.
So, I have number 7, I think. Yes. Number 7, take it very slow. She harped on this earlier. My wife harped on it, and she made it very clear. She said it. She hit it on the nail. You want to take it slow because you don't want to feel like you're rushing into a step that you're not in, right? You're like, I'm not, I mean, we're married now, but hypothetically speaking, or generally speaking, I'm not married, so why am I going to jump into the idea of marriage if we've only been together for 2 months, 3 months?
Correct.
If we're just talking for the first time, like it doesn't make sense. So take it, cógelo con take it easy. Take it very slow, and slow and steady wins a race.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you take it slow, you get to learn yourself. You get to learn each other. I mean, you get to learn, the do's, the don'ts, the boundaries, all these kind of things. If you speed things up, you're going to get to a point where you're like, oh, wait, I'm discovering things about you now. And I don't know if I want this anymore. After you're like dating for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So take it slow. That's my number.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Was that 7?
Yeah.
Yeah?
8.
Because then I have 9. Wait, how do I
have 10.
Oh, yes, you're right.
That's how it works.
Oops.
8.
Number 8.
Don't
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
All right. ADHD.
I love
Squirrel.
that song. I don't have ADHD. Don't speak that over me.
Whatever.
It is okay to have.
I have it. That's fine.
It's okay to have.
She's
He
making fun
has
of me.
it. It's okay.
And she loves me.
Yeah, and I love
if you
him
have
anyways.
ADHD, there is a woman out there for you.
He acts like it's leprosy.
Sometimes
the way you be talking about it
be feeling like
is
it.
like,
I feel like
I'm a leper. And she
Whatever.
loves me anyway.
Anyways,
Anywho.
I'm a leopard. That's an animal. Oh, are you laughing at me or are you laughing at yourself right now? Both?
That's an animal. There's some, I tell Anthony all the time, he's so lucky I find him funny because I don't think anybody else would.
You're disrespectful.
Number 8. Others.
Wow, babe, you should have let that for last. Your last one better be better.
Let's take it back. We're going to block that. Blocked. Imagine.
No, you gotta keep
Yeah,
it
we
going.
are. Let's go back.
Okay.
The new number 8. We're blocking it out there. You don't even know what I said. Oh, wait, but...
Oh, no, you have to
No,
say
yeah.
it.
Do not speak in it. We kind of already did that, but it's still worth talking about fully on its own.
Uh-huh.
Do not speak in anger.
Oh,
Do not speak in anger. Yeah, no. I'm a person, so this is something that we struggle with a little bit.
yeah.
I think that anyone would struggle with finding out what your significant other does when they're angry and
Yeah.
how they handle that
that's so important.
safely.
So important.
Yeah, because you are like usually, or in the beginning I would say, you were like a fixer.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, instant,
Yeah.
we gotta figure this out. And I'm like shut up and give me space.
Yeah.
Because if I open my mouth, I will slice through you
Yeah.
with my words.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Very
we had a lot of headbutting moments because we were still learning about that, or learning that about each other. So don't speak in anger is the point. There were a lot of times where he had to learn that I would cross the line
Yeah.
if he pushed me too quickly to speak.
Sharpshooter.
And for real. And he learned, and I did as well, that I needed.
That was a
Not
chair.
that they
That was a
fail
chair. That was a
hockey,
chair.
Bobby.
That was a chair.
This is a small room.
That was a chair.
Air it out. That's why you're upright.
Hey.
I remember what I left off.
I'm so sorry. You were saying that you
Yeah.
sometimes you had moments where you would be like, you know, if you spoke, you would cut, like you would slice me up.
So I think first of all, learning that about yourself and being able to communicate that to your partner, and then catching yourselves in that moment when you are angry and knowing like, hey, if I need space,
Yeah.
I need space. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to talk to you for a week, because there is space, and then there is like, okay, we separated, we're done now, you're not answering the phone. That's not appropriate.
Yeah.
But even if you're talking about like, hey, I need a few hours, and that's okay, let's reconvene tonight, or I need to go to bed, let's talk about this tomorrow. We can call.
That's true. She's such a wise woman. I love my wife. All right. My last one.
Nueve.
Number 9. I wish mine was better than yours, but
Is
you
it?
just that last one that you're gonna hit us with is
You
so
put
good.
a lot of hype, but
It's so
not
good
that
though.
serious.
But I'm gonna like okay. My last one is. Oh my god, I had a brain fog for a moment. Get to know yourself before you get to know your partner. I think
that's good.
That's
sweetie
good,
pie.
right? That's good.
What are you
You
talking
feel like that's
about?
good?
What
Come
are you
on,
talking
baby.
about?
That's good. All right,
That's
thank you,
yummy.
baby. That's good.
Good.
That's really good. You want to get to know yourself before you get to know your partner, because if you get to know your partner first, and then you run into moments where you're arguing, disagreeing, and then your partner's trying to chip at your heart and get to know who you are,
Right.
you're gonna be like, I don't recognize that about me. And I think we ran into a lot of those moments too,
Yeah.
where I have my prideful moments where you would call something out, and she would say like, honey, I feel like you're doing this, and I feel like you're saying this. And I didn't know myself to the point where I would say, I would be in denial, I guess I can say. Like, that's not true. Or like, that doesn't make sense. That's not who I am. And after maturity and growing and several conversations, I came to the conclusion that, yeah, you're right. I just had to get to know myself before I got to know you, so
Yeah.
that when we have these healthy conversations, as they should be, we can either agree or disagree or grow together within those conversations.
Yeah.
Um,
And I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with one, there is such thing as being too young to be in a relationship. I won't give you an age because I don't think it's fully about age. I think it has to do with maturity, who you are, character-wise.
Yeah.
You can be too young to be in a relationship. So I feel like you have to be old enough, like you said, with time, where you understand yourself, you understand who you are, you understand your needs when it comes to sharing any of your time with another person, to be able to communicate some of those things. Make sure that you're at a place where you can even maturely engage in a relationship like that with another person.
That's true.
And I also think, second, it has to do with trusting your partner.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because you can come at me and be like, oh, well, you're being like this, you're like that, you're like this, that, and the other. And like, okay, there's a way to talk to me, right? I'm not just going to believe everything my partner says about me if they're constantly coming at me in a nasty way, in a toxic way. There's certain things that don't, you know what I mean? With the wrong person, don't trust everything that they're saying about you. But for us, Anthony was someone that I trusted. We were both rooted in Christ, foundation of God and Jesus at the center. And I knew that whatever he was saying about me and vice versa, that it was to benefit me and to grow me and to grow us. Therefore,
absolutely.
You know? So I think being able to hear out your partner and not think like, why is he coming at my life right now? Like, why would he say I have an anger issue? Like, what is he talking about? What does he mean? I was like, I need to grow in the way that I speak to him or change this, that. Like, why are you trying to change me? No,
that's true.
He's trying to help mold me into the wife that he dreams of having one day. And vice versa. I want him to become the man that God has for me. And that includes having conversations that are difficult. Relax. Anyway.
And then coming in at number 10.
Oh, number 10.
The hottest tip of the episode, I guarantee you. Hit us, baby.
It's not that serious. Don't compare your relationship to others.
This is so good. That's a good one. You know, like, but why is Bookie Bear already married and we've been together for 2 years?
Like, it doesn't make sense. Why do they look happier than us?
Why do they have an apartment and a house already?
How could they afford to go there and we couldn't?
They're on vacation already?
Oh my gosh. It's not fair.
It's so bad for your relationship.
It's so unhealthy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so unhealthy.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're going through.
Absolutely not.
They can be
you
like
never
in the dark
know
side
what
of
is
everything.
happening behind closed doors.
Absolutely
Never.
not, yeah.
You're doing a disservice to the other couple because you're putting them up on a pedestal. And who knows if they are going through it and you're diminishing that because why? They just went on vacation. Oh, they just posted a picture, after their wedding anniversary. Like, that you're doing them a disservice. That's not fair.
Whole entire time they're arguing like 5 times a week. Husband's working like 60 hours a week. They don't get to see each other. They don't go on dates. They just post on social media. And that's what it looks like.
Yep.
It's so, and even more so, there are issues that are deeper than what you and I can see. Who knows? They may have mommy or daddy issues, and now their marriage is crumbling way before it even started.
Right.
And it's not even, I'm talking the negative one, but let's say even the positive ones. Let's say some relationships are successful and they start off with they already have a home and they already have a car. They have everything that you want, but it's not where you need to be right now.
Right.
There needs to be room for growth. You guys need to develop each other and grow together. And when you compare, you are just stealing you're stealing your own growth.
Comparison is killer in every way imaginable. Like this can be applied to every single aspect of your life.
That's right.
In friendships, in the relationships, in the workplace, in school. Like in every way, comparison can really just destroy you.
Yeah, that's true.
And like you said, it just limits your growth to the max because you're spending so much of your time and mental capacity and emotions on worrying about someone else's life that you know nothing about. And in that time, while you're worrying about somebody else, you're stuck here. You're stuck. Are you no.
Yeah.
Stuck.
That's true. What an episode.
For sure.
What an episode. We did good.
I said for sure a lot. I'm sorry.
For sure. We did really good.
For sure.
I love you. You gotta say it back.
Kidding. I love you. I love you. We joke. Make jokes. Be funny.
Bonus tip. Be fun. Make
Bonus
jokes.
tip. Bonus tip.
We'll see y'all at the
Get
next
your
episode.
partner a treat when they do things for you.
I forced her to do this episode.
He
with me.
owes me a treat.
So, you want Chick-fil-A for today? It's
Wow,
really well.
that's like a meal.
Baby, we did really good.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go get Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God!